previously on the Batman the Telltale series.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us.
Да.
Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
I have to count the pieces.
Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals.
The
Where
chemicals.
are they?
Where are they?
We're all being played here, including you. Where's the money? It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
What am I supposed to do? Не надо.
Only you now, Master
Теперь
Bruce.
только вы, мастер Брюс. Аллея преступности. 5:38.
I thought I might find you
Так и
here.
думал, что найду вас здесь.
The news was
Я знаю, что
upsetting,
это печальная новость для нас обоих,
but
но
you
вам
should
надо
see
это
this.
увидеть.
I know
Кау.
you come here for
Я знаю, вы
solitude,
пришли
Bruce.
сюда, чтобы побыть в одиночестве.
More allegations about
Да.
his ties to the underworld.
Понимаю.
This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Серьезно? Мы сейчас будем еще тут, блядь, расследовать приколюху 20-летней давности?
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave. Just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
Mm-hmm. I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Что делать?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
Don't walk away. He's making a mistake.
Ой, ну это жестко. Это уже перебор.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Разбитые воспоминания. Batman. The Telltale Series. Блядь. The Batman. I am the Batman. Полиция Готэма. 856. Что это было сейчас?
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
One hand washes the other, Lieutenant.
Is that how it works?
Of course. Otherwise, everyone has dirty hands.
What he means is, we'll repay the favor in kind.
I'm gonna call you on that.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Это дебилка из отряда ой, этого, блядь, из хищных птиц. Девка
Keeping
мент.
Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Эпизод 2. Что 2? 2 рубля. Ой, что там за капельница? Ну, так, мы его даже не пиздили, что он валяется там. Не, ладно, мы его пиздили. Ну ладно, это... Дети Аркхема.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Да, это я.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically
Да,
family.
да, кто ты такой,
I
блядь?
thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Мне еще надо с ним попиздеть. Поэтому надо сделать ему хуйню эту.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
О, и все, блядь. Ебанутая пизда, блядь. Нахуй ты это сделала? Сука, дебилка ебучая, блядь. Ой, блядь, Рене Монтоя, чтоб ты сдохла, блядь. Ой, бля, дебилка и дебил-генерал. Тупорылая тупорылость. Блядь, убила в самый нужный момент, блядь, когда мы могли сейчас узнать про наших предков, блядь.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyer.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Сейчас мы с ней поболтаем.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Что, через телефон будут проводить анализ? Понимаю.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on?
Только сейчас поняла.
This awful feeling something terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
Да пиздец, правда,
I
походу.
believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Все. Тут все понятно. Это тот типочек из парка.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Да, это я. Блять.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Да, блядь, подожди. Тут сейчас дела есть
Word is there
поважнее.
were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
I have no comment at this time.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you.
Да нет, вот сейчас
I can
тут
keep your
лучше...
name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Не сейчас, малая.
Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Не-не-не, сейчас лучше, блядь, тут про это не говорить. Не зря же мы время, блядь, тянем, чтобы это замолчали все. Ну, я сейчас все и распизжу, так какой смысл в этом? Не-не-не. Один раз она уже глазками покрутила, а мы, блядь, обосрались. Ну, не то, что обосрались, типа, ну... Типа, пошла на нахуй, все. Все.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found in the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd
Да,
have
реально.
guessed that's how he'd meet his maker. Prone in his sick bed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
We
Бумеранг.
should all be mindful of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Да вот именно, что, блядь, этот пизда, блядь.
What did you learn from him?
practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Можем мне такой телефон, который тоже, блядь, может ДНК вот так вот всякие брать, блядь?
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Да, сейчас. Ой, блядь, Освальда. Освальд это ж этот самый. Кто? Освальд Коблкоп это ж пингвин вообще. А, так он все-таки.
Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
А, так этот чел пингвином будет? Я только сейчас додумался.
It's time he met the Batman.
Опять сюда, блядь, идем?
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Ба, что за типы мутные какие-то? Вот это что за хмырь? Сюда.
Come check out this office. Where is... I don't know! Please! You can help me.
Так, ты за собой не пышься, блин.
Batman! It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order. I'll crush you.
Да что ты говоришь, гремлин
Have a
ебучий?
little respect for the bat. Think he underestimates you.
Ну, он какой-то гипержесткий. Походу этот весь наркотой перекачан, как будто бы.
Saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
Что ты дергаешься?
Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Кто такой Дезмонд, блядь? Это вот этот вот хрящик, блядь. Нихуя себе он бык. Доставай свои приколы, Бэтмен, блядь. Блядь, братан. Что ты наморосил? Блядь, куда они так дисапирнулись?
Track down Selena Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Уже 2.3 больше фанат, что-то мы быстро проходим как-то. Мне надо с тобой поговорить срочно. Полная колода 6 вечера без плащей. Угу. Хмых. Блять, пацаны, вы чё, ебанулись, блять? Да, это я. Как пройти, блять? Может, им переебать? Стали, блять, придурки, загораживают место.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman.
You wouldn't be the first.
Selena Kyle, I'm told she practically lives here.
Selena, huh? You don't strike me as her type.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life. You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Все, лысый, подписывай, иди отсюда.
Selena, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. You've got to be kidding me.
Чё тут какой-то пингвин? Не пингвин,
You should
нихуя.
have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I've seen his rap sheet. Just a string of petty crimes, nothing major.
So he's good at covering his tracks. No one gets to his level without knowing how to keep a low profile. Besides, you really think there's another guy going by Penguin? The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selena.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Ну вот и все, блядь. Пришли бичи.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Алло, да, значит. Сейчас мы поговорим с вами, пацаны.
Beat it. We're here for her. You care about your own skin?
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Братанчик, выпей. Всё, да, блядь. Хуяна, док. Все, это будет плюс секс в чат. Что делать?
Not done yet.
Чипизером челиков. Спина к спине, лицо к лицу. О.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Что делать? Ну вы придумали, конечно. Откуда вас столько, блядь, много? Не, ну хореография такая, неплохая, нормально. Что делать?
You fight pretty good.
Идеально.
For such a pretty boy.
Я pretty boy, вы слышали? Чинанен. Быстрее!
Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Сука, не дал поцеловаться. Ой, ебаньсяй.
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, that's right. Да. Сука, девка ёбаная. Блять, чтоб ты сдох.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. When will I see you again?
When you least expect it.
Да я тоже думал, Табик, что...
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Бля, какая жепа. Ладно уже, что было, то было. Рутабик, как 1 сентября прошло? Алло. Никак? А как так, что никак?
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here.
Серьезно? Нормально тогда получается.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
Ну вот.
This is very shady.
Пиадиор.
Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word
Да,
of
давай,
advice,
валяй.
people look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Так, Табик, а что делать-то, блядь? Ну, типа, если я приду как Бэтмен, то, ну, он все быстро распиздит, ну, типа, какая-то ебаная репутация, чего, кого, блядь. Я думаю, надо как Бэтмен, блядь. А как, блядь? Ой, да не, мы с ним, блядь, полчаса будем пиздить, мне кажется. Ну что, за Бэтмена ебашим его, да? Да.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Так что у тебя по учебе, Табик? Я-то толком нихуя не понимаю. Учишься, не учишься, че сидишь, хуй пинаешь. Вроде написал, что хуй пинаешь, а вроде как бы и говорил, что колледж, там, что у тебя вообще будет? Просто я думаю, сейчас все в шкилу пошли, я сейчас думаю просто днем, ну, не стримить, думаю днем монтировать, типа вечером подрубать стримы делать. Вот, ну потому что как бы... Кто днем будет смотреть из школы?
Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch when I need to be.
The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
А, понял.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dents up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay.
Ну вот и
Who's there?
все.
Deborah! Was that you?
Expecting someone. Maybe the Penguin.
О, я тоже хочу такую штуку.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit, man. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening.
А, да?
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father.
Так а что,
He
ну...
only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security!
А ничего не работает-то.
Pick up, goddammit!
Ну это реально.
Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
I want the truth. And I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
Да, ребят, реакция у вас, конечно, блядь, шестигранник на яйцо.
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed, I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Вот старый друхлявый, блядь, дед нихуя не
Bill
может сказать
seems to
нормально.
think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Я уже 2.5 получил ачивку. Что-то как-то быстро мы проходим.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But
Что, бат, блин?
Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held.
Гм.
I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting.
I can't imagine how you must feel.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever.
Да, старый, блин. Правду говоришь.
I'll leave you to it then.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Значит, запись.
Men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
What they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now. Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not exactly...
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs? Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins. For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please. I need to get this off my chest. Look, Bruce. I didn't want to do this over the phone, but... my advisors are telling me that I need to... that I need to distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. There.
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way. What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability.
Мама твоя liability, блядь.
But here's the thing, Bruce. Without your money, I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat. I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
And I knew you'd see it that way. Listen, I hate to push you, but I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Блядь, ну конечно такой уже, блядь.
Whatever it takes to save Gotham.
Похуй.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Верно, я
The makeup
проебу с
person's
этим
here.
моментом, ну ничего страшного.
Guess she needs to put on my face. I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember, you are always my friend.
Harvey!
Не проебемся, так и не проебемся, как бы. Кто не проебывается, тот не пьет джин-тоник. Мемориальный зал воинов. 21-27.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
I'm sorry for putting you in a difficult spot, Jim. I value our working relationship.
So do I, Batman. That's why I need you to rein it in.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing?
Это моя сосочка.
She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
I think she's mending her ways.
Oh, he's right, Lieutenant. I don't do the bad things anymore. Unless it's on request.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar.
Так.
Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor.
Какой латексный костюм, я его бомбом.
Doing the right thing. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Don't read too much into it. I'm just allergic to owing you anything.
О, да-да-да, потом будет спехенс.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Very glad. Угу, шлепни мне по жопе,
You've a better
детка.
shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly. We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an
Ясно, уже все. Все. Ловушка Джекушкера. Да естественно за кошку. Пошла ты, блядь, Вики Вэнс, Лэнс Дэнс. Нах. Какая-то Вики Вэнс, Лэнс, бля, и какая-то... Точнее, не какая-то. О, кишка. Так, все, Рептулии уже тут, блядь, оккупировали территорию. Надо им пиздяки узнать. Ку-ку-ку-ку-ку. Еба. Минус маска. О. Ой, не тот действие какой-то. Ну ладно, нормально, сойдет. Она им дала народ. Полетела колонка JBL. Все, ментиксов раскурячили.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
Это у нас майор Гром фильм, да? А ты чумной доктор?
Firing the moderator.
Ясно, пингвин вообще ебандок.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
А, вот это и Вики Хуики.
Get out here. Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
Знаешь, у него голова прошла сквозь потолок этот.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there?
Косяк этот.
Yes. You. Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on then, introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Так. Не, его надо туда. Ой, не, пока мы, блядь, накинемся, меня уже типы слева расхуярят. Ну, вообще надо этого типа гасить сначала, получается. Сначала надо вылить этого, потом типа слева. Ну, короче, я, походу, наверное, все проебал, но ничего страшного. А, нет, все нормально. Не остался вот этот челбокс. Ну да, с реакцией у ребят все хуёвенько.
Maybe next time.
Испугались, обосрались.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
I tell you, brothers and sisters of Gotham,
Кто это?
have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption
Кто это?
that ruin your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
I knew this was too big for Oswald alone. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures. Chosen to
Go
lead.
on, love. You know what to do.
Candidates, take off your masks.
Что, блядь, происходит?
Show Gotham your true selves. Tell them what you really think about the city you
Да не, Харри он сам получает пиздычку. Да и не зря Харви сделали таким качком, чтобы его перепутать не с кем нельзя было. Тот чел явно не Харви. Да быстрее, там чел сейчас хуйню говорит.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
It's not too late to save the city. Corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite?
Так, надо на голову дропаться пингвину.
Are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Roll the tape!
Что происходит?
Subject 9.
Батя, бля.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane.
Не понял.
And to Arkham definitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we were We're friends. Our boys pray together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I'll
Вот батя мудофил, оказывается.
commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Now you know.
Ясно, батя 2 ICQ. Быстрее! Шашку кидай! Китар, да?
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
На, бля! Сука, курица остыла!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
Ебать, чел! Блять, моя игрушка! Хуй ты улыбаешься? Чёрствый хлеб! Куда сжать, блять? Нету кнопки.
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him.
Ах ты сука!
He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
Что делать?
Kill anyone else.
Wait your turn, Dent.
Вот и все, блять. Вот и все. А чё сразу не имбануть вот этой вот хуетой?
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
А вот и мы.
Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Блядь, я второй. Куда попали? В лобешник? Чешо, блядь. Telltale, идите вы нахуй. Ёп. Быстрее, Тапик, кому помочь, блядь! Убийство. Не понял. Вот как он стал двуликим по этой версии.
Where's the maniac in the mask? We need paramedics over here, now!
Ну да, и рано или поздно он бы стал бы двуликим. Типа, я не знаю, как бы тут развернулись бы события.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Надо сейчас будет видосик посоветовать тебе. Что будет, если спасти Харви?
He won't be the same after this.
Угу. Бля, половые отношения.
The Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Как себя чувствуешь, малая? Может тебе массаж сделать? Я губки черные, бровки накрасила, бровки. Будьте добры, повернитесь ко мне зопой. Суки какие, а?
Lawyers representing Bruce
Вот
Wayne
падлы.
have no comment at this time.
Все, сыны анархии.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Ты кто такой, мудила гороховый? Все. Мы прошли второй эпизод так быстро, за час 15. Да, помню, в The Walking Dead эпизоды были по 2,5 часа, а тут час 15. Ну ладно. Вы облегчили боль Фалкона, заставили его или заставили... А, ну типа вот, я облегчил. Потому что мне надо было побольше с него инфу узнать. Ну естественно, я попытался. Но девка соскочила. Ну, походу, там вот... Так, вы отправились к мэру Хиллу... Ля, вот какие-то дебилы, дебилки пошли за Брюса Уэйна. Вы прекратили финансирование компании Харри. Ну да, типа не хочется челика прокидывать, потому что, как бы, ну... Это как у нас Тихановская, бля. Требуем перемен, блядь. Наши сердца. Да, вот сейчас посмотрю вариант, как это самое. Надо сейчас посмотреть другие варианты.
Next time on Batman, the Telltale
В следующем серии.
You may have saved me, but this isn't over. You don't know these people, Bruce.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham, sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
Да.
What do you want from me?
You know what
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
But don't worry, Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming.
Кто это?
Bruce! Bruce!